Hello, my friends, and welcome back to The Witcher 3, the Blood and Wine DLC. In yesterday's video, we finished up all of the Wine War quests, and well, almost. We have to go back in a few days to get something special. Then we came to the tournament grounds, and I have my Stan. She loves to say "Long live the champion" a lot, and it's hilarious. And I did intend to I did intend to go back to Beauclair first thing today, but I found my tent. I found Geralt of Rivia's coat of arms, which means this is my tent. She is really excited. She's excited for me. I'm gonna loot my own tent. And then we're gonna go play Gwent, because there's an innkeeper here in town that I can go and...
Long live the champion!
Lady, personal space. I can play him or her for a Gwent card. So letter on perfumed paper. Ooh. So, dear beautiful knight, please allow me to express my admiration and respect for your abilities. I am truly impressed by how valiantly and skillfully you fought. Sending my most heartfelt congratulations, Countess Lucille Santos Cruz. Is this her? Like my Stan? Is this her? But let me read one book since I've got so many in my inventory. And I haven't done so in a few days, perhaps. I mean, those Wine Wars quests were all over the place, but it was interesting. Okay, so let's see, what's this one? Gwent to history, how appropriate. So Gwent, for many a diverting game of cards, for others a noble pursuit, for some a crippling addiction which devours their every coin and every waking moment. These last can be found most frequently among the dwarves, the game's inventors, and most passionate devotees. That explains the angry dwarves at the bar that the tournament is being held at. So that explains that a whole lot more. I feel like I probably should have known that. Their devotion extends to Gwent's paraphernalia, its cards most of all, which they craft with great care and skill. In fact, cards painted by dwarven masters are often considered miniature works of art. I had no idea that they did all that. In past times, they devoted equal attention to whittling the clubs which contestants once kept at their sides to bash each other's about the head with in case of an argument? What? As brawls grew less common, the clubs became implied threats more than used weapons. Well, I've got my swords, so it's not implied. Anyway, until eventually falling into disuse and near oblivion. Today, Gwent players can be found almost everywhere from Skellige Isles, where the game was introduced by the druid Emiel, to the Northern Realms and the Nilfgaardian Empire. In Gwent, the play of cards mimics the dueling of two armies. The playing field is divided into two parts, each split into three rows. Nearest to the center stand units who fight at close quarters. Behind them, archers and other such ranged attackers. And furthest back, machines and creatures used for siege purposes. Both players wield decks made up of a minimum of 22 cards and a maximum of 10 special cards, and each must also contain a leader card. The player who wins the toss of a coin, originally the dwarf whose wife had the longest beard, plays first. Each player draws at random 10 cards from his deck and then is allowed to redraw 2 of these before laying of the cards begins. Is this kind of a book in case you don't play the base game or the other DLCs and you need an intro into how Gwent sort of works? Maybe? Each round is won by the player who has played cards of the greatest value. The first to achieve 2 victorious rounds wins, meaning a maximum of 3 rounds are played. The winner's prize is agreed upon by the players before each match. Most often the wager is a bounty or of coin or a rare card, or in my case, I get both sometimes, usually. So the heart of the player's enemy armies, the unit cards come in 3 types: close combat units, ranged combat units, and siege units. Each such card is assigned a strength rating and may additionally possess special abilities. There are also special cards which have no strength rating but instead influence the course of the game in other ways. Unit cards depicting famed heroes not only have unusually high strength ratings, but also have the added benefit of ignoring the workings of all special cards. These are the rarest and most coveted of Gwent cards. Most frequently they have They must be won from top players or purchased at a great price from collectors. The cards in Classic Gwent are divided into 4 factions. The Northern Realm leader is Foltest, the Nilfgaardian Empire leader Emar Var Emrys, Monsters leader Eretein Breck Glass, and the Scoia'tael leader Francesca Findabair. Interesting. Yes, hi. Oh, another letter. Guillaume's scrap of paper. O fair Vivienne, thou hast dove's eyes within they locks. Thy lips are like a thread of scarlet, crossed out. Thy 2 breasts are like jugs of milk. Yeah, that's awful. Also crossed out, thy 2 breasts are like young roses that are... Oh, Guillaume. Thy hands are like 2 white moons. When, oh when, shall thou glance at me? I mean, I'm just saying, like... Maybe you shouldn't only have something about her looks to compliment her. Maybe if you got to know her, Guillaume, you might fare better. Anyway, I have a letter from a male admirer. My fiery hero, I am your greatest admirer. Ever since seeing you in the arena, I have longed to be just like you. Thoughts of you keep me up at night, for you are so beautiful, so perfectly muscled. A shy devotee. A noble Alandra? The noble Alandra is widely believed to be a mythical figure, yet thanks to a painstaking analysis of the source materials, I have been able to establish beyond all doubt that the myth has roots in true events in which Alandra, a real woman of flesh and blood, took part. What then do we know about the noble Alandra? Dressed as a man and calling herself by a false name, she served as a squire. Too many S's. Just before being dubbed a knight, she revealed her true identity and was forced into exile. She lived in the desert and, as the mysterious Hare knight, defended pilgrims. She fought at the Battle of Cervantes Pass, where she was badly wounded and taken to the field hospital, where she was recognized. We know the Duke, moved by her courage, dubbed her a knight, and she then became the heroine of many tales which describe the righteousness of her character and generosity of her spirit. Alandra's disappearance remains shrouded in mystery. The most popular legend claims the knight was summoned by the Lady of the Lake and journeyed to the bottom of the lake to see her, where she remains to this day as the guardian of that subterranean domain. See her. I think that's what was meant. Oh, more loot. Invitation to a hare hunt.
Long live the champion!
Thank you. The hare has been up to all sorts of mischief while the unicorn slept. He stole his horn. When the phoenix was away, he stole its egg. And he plucked the golden fish from the king's Coromant's pond. The Supreme Court of Creatures thus called for a hare hunt. That's the one where the guy died. And that cowardly beast ran off as fast as he could, losing all his prizes along the way, and found himself a hiding place. Answer the court's call and head to the palace gardens to join the hare hunt. Recover all the hare's prizes, find the hare himself, and you shall receive your just reward. In the name of her illustrious highness, the Supreme Court of Creatures. Baguette with herb toast. Letter from a female admirer. To the owner of those strong arms, men like you drive me wild. I want to have a herd of your white-haired scar-faced babies from an enthralled admirer. Wow, we skipped to the end real fast. She's just, nobody's in here, lady. This is great. This is so great. All right. Stalker / stan. I mean, is there a difference? All right, let's
drink and be merry. Thus spake the prophet Leviosa.
Yes.
Sleep strengthens, and wine makes you sleepy. Ergo,
Is Guillaume still here somewhere?
His chief mistress, a vice is all. Then who
This is where I left him here, I think.
mirth and play is best of all.
Nope, Guillaume is not here anymore. All right, let's try to talk to this innkeeper.
Well, the one and only Geralt. The bridge his crest graces my establishment. What do you need, sir?
Well, I didn't save. Let me go save real quick. Maybe I did save.
Eat, drink, and be merry.
Where's my
Thus
cheerleader?
said the prophet Lebioda.
Lady, you got... Oh, she's
Praise to
leaving.
the
She
great
left.
in whose effluent
She's over
riches
us.
We drown.
We got dumped.
Well,
Oh, no, I hear her.
The one and only Geralt. The
Let's play some Gwent. Yes, so we'll bet
A
that
round
I'm
of
out.
Gwent, maybe?
There she is. She had to go circle around to get a better angle to look at Geralt's face. So I get a spy, one at least. Still no Ceres, so. I know my drums are. This is awful. I am not happy with this hand at all. Come on, give me something good. Give me the one where I can put it down and it will turn into something the next round. That's not what I asked for. I'm passing because I don't have anything good at all. Oh, this is not going to go well. I have no faith. 15 points already. Well, let's plonk this one down. my little baby one compared to their big, awesome one. Let's see. I could use my Scourge, but I don't know who it's going to attack. It attacked mine. It's kind of not what I meant it to do, but okay. I should have played my card. I shouldn't have played my card. Okay, that's okay. Well, we'll put down Siri. Yeah, we may as well just try it. Although I probably need to put down Geralt, to be honest. But how about I just put... No, that'll make me tie. Let's take this one out. And then... 7, that only gets me to 30. Ugh. And then 32. And now we'll... Ugh. This is not going to go well. But I get 2 cards from my discard pile. So give me some good ones, game, okay? It's not really what I wanted, but I'll have to take it. And then we'll play down Geralt and hope for something good. Maybe they don't have a muster card. Oh, no. Well, they've only got 1 card left, so in theory, we should be good. Yes! First try! We will also pass, because we won! Now what card are we gonna get? Give me a good one. Give me a good one.
eat, drink, and be merry.
War
Thus
Longship.
said the prophet Lebioda.
What's... Which one is that one? Oh! I don't even have them in there. Okay. Oh no, War Longship. I do have it in there. I only have 1 though. I should probably have all 3, right? But now I've got 24 cards. I need to figure out what to take out. Ugh. Ugh. could probably take out that one. I'll look at it later. Let's head to town. Thank you. And go work on Where Children Toil, Toys Waste Away. I had to go find the Bootblack who appeared in the vision. So where are we going? Down by the port. Oh, goodbye, my biggest fan. Guessing the brothel must be around here. Hello, vampire, hiding as a hooded woman.
Ah!
Yeah, I'm gonna run into you. Let's save.
Bootblacks don't usually work nights. Need to come back during the day.
Okay. What's this old pamphlet? Dear Beauclair Roy, wake up. You are being diddled in the derriere by ruling elite, which plays you like fiddles. In broad daylight, they have conspired to deprive you of the rightful heir to your throne. It is a duke's eldest daughter who should take power after his death. Yet he has fed you far-fetched tales about some curse and forced on you his younger daughter. Do not stand idle, do not tarry, revolt. All those who would not allow such treatment of themselves and their fellow subjects, let them be at the ready. The rightful heiress to the throne might return at any moment, and then she shall need our support, a concerned subject. Okay. I mean, there was that picture in the Ducal Camerlengo of the... I didn't know if that was his family or Honor Henrietta's family and her as a child.
Cut you, you little fart!
Whatever's the problem, kind sirs?
This mud. Rain or shine, it's always here. And now we know why.
You dump your waste in front of our shop? We saw you.
Oh my, sirs. You really ought to go easy on the wine.
Oh, kiddo, you're gonna get crunched, aren't you?
So how would you explain it? Whether it pours for a week or the sun bakes our pates, we've always mud up to our ankles here.
You can't blame me for Beauclair's fickle weather.
Fickle weather! I've seen you! You empty your chamber pot in front of our shop each morn, so folks will dirty their boots, go to you to get them cleaned.
A far-fetched conspiracy theory, sirs.
I'll conspire to welt your bum with my belt. Come here.
Hey.
Leave him alone.
Just who the spit are you?
I'm not his father. I'm a witcher. Let's see if that scares him.
A witcher, and I'd advise you to go back where you came from.
I thought witches defend men from monsters, not cheats from justice.
Need to talk to the boy.
You can chat to him all you like, after we tan his hide. So stand down.
Not gonna happen.
Won't it? Well, then we'll thrash you as well, which is all the same to me.
Oh, no.
Bad move. We'll break your legs, vagrant. Teach
You to help scoff lords and cheats.
Now!
Oh.
Now from the gate!
Oh, oh. Ah. I can use my potions at least. Oh gosh, I haven't fist fought in so long, I've forgotten how it works. Ah. Look, I'm not picking the fight. These guys are.
You're not a complete bag.
Okay.
Lads, charge! Take him for a ride!
All right. And, okay, now I'm down to just this guy. Ugh. There we go.
What's the meaning of this? The brawl? Who started it?
I'm investigating the beast, on the Duchess's orders.
Ah, yes. We've heard of you. And these men, what are they doing?
Getting in the way. Yeah, nothing. It's been a misunderstanding or making things difficult. I mean, like, I don't think they need. I'm afraid if I say that they've been making things difficult, they're gonna go get like their hands cut off or something archaic like that. So it's just a misunderstanding. They're about to leave with their tails between their legs, as it were.
Nothing really. Had a little misunderstanding. Figured it out, though.
Uh-huh, I see. As the Duchess's protege, you may go. But this lot, that's another matter.
Oh.
You'll come with us. Some time in a cell ought to scare the dimwits out of you. Come on.
Well, I tried, right?
You're very good with your fists, sir. Wouldn't be looking for work, would you? We'd make a fine duo.
A duo? What do you mean, kid?
Yeah? How you imagine that working?
Splendidly. That's how. I suggest a partnership, where I see to the boots while you stand guard. And as you're the stronger, come morn you take the chamber pot out and help me make mud.
Bit about the mud's true? They were right to want to box your ears.
I've got to make a living somehow, so what say you, sir? Partners?
Let me think about it.
I need to ask you about Dettlaff, but let's have a minute where this kid's pretty smart. I mean, like, it drums up business easily when the neighboring shops have mud in their way. You know, it's not dumb. Anyway, let's ask about Dettlaff.
Listen, I'm interested in a certain gentleman.
Wait! Before we get to talking, please, take a seat.
But my boots are clean.
In this city, no boots are clean unless they just come off my stamp. A seat, sir, please. So then, who was it you wanted to ask about?
One of your patrons. Tall, elegant black frock. Not from around here.
An arrival? Indeed. I hear a faint bell ringing. A modest sum might make it sing out loud and clear.
How much?
Let's say 500 crowns.
What? Gotta be kidding me. What would you even do with that kind of coin?
Expand my venture. I'm sure you can imagine. Have a proper stand with a big sign. I want a new box too. New polishes, new brushes. And if I've enough coin left, I'll buy a share in a launderer's. Get wastewater for free.
Got it all planned out.
I should think so. Capital is all I require.
Oh. Well, no, let's negotiate. I like this kid. I like him.
All right. Let's see if we can't figure something out.
Let's not give him. You know what? I like this kid. We'll give him 500 this time around. Next time, I'll haggle with the kiddo a little bit more.
Ah, see? I knew we'd clinch it.
Oh, it's fine. I probably need the money to make Witcher gear, but I'll just go kill some more monsters or bandits or something.
Fine. Guess I can agree to that.
1,000 thanks. I shan't forget it. Now to the matter at hand. I know the fellow you seek, though I don't know his name. A steady patron, gets his boots cleaned every few days. He's very good to me. Always pays me a premium.
Know where I might find him?
No, but you could wait here. Perhaps he'll stop by.
Don't have the time for that. Sure you don't know where to find him? Or maybe notice which direction he came from?
When I clean boots, sir, I do not look up to see where folk come from. I clean.
It seems you're having a rough go of it.
Oh, you're here. Feeling better?
I am, thank you. The local necropolis. The air does wonders for me. Now, if I might intercede, I dare say I've the right question to ask. Young man, you see this vial? One drop added to your boot polish will help you wipe even the most encrusted boot clean as the dome of St. Lebioda's cathedral. With it, you will serve 3 times as many patrons at a fraction of the effort, and piles more coin. I'm prepared to give you this vial if you tell me where the man we seek lives.
But you won't hurt him, will you? The gentleman's odd, true, but he's kind.
In point of fact, he's a friend. Yet we had a falling out of sorts and would like to straighten matters out.
I leave his boots at the door of a house near the port. The door is red. but I do not know if the gentleman lives there.
Worth checking. Might happen on a lead.
Would you let me scrape the dirt off your kickers before you go? With all due respect, sirs, your boots could stand a cleaning.
Thank you. Perhaps later.
Handled that kid pretty well.
Finding the right approach. That's the trick to dealing with children.
Yeah, saw that. Meaning, the right thing to bribe them with.
Oh, thanks, Regis. You're awful helpful.
Peace and quiet. Any takers? Last call, then I head home.
No. Last call, then she heads home. No. Oh, look! I don't think I've been down here during the day. Oh, and there's a red door. It's so pretty. It's so... I like this place.
Red door. One that Bootblack mentioned.
Without the vampires and the monsters and murders and everything. Enter the a toy shop?
We shall talk later. Let's find Dettlaff. We're close. I can feel it.
Okay. Can I... Okay, I guess I can't get in there. Let's open.
Won't budge. Gotta break it down.
You might just as well stand out in the street, pound on a drum and holler, "Dettlaff, I'm coming for you." A bit more finesse, I implore you.
Let's hear your idea.
Give me a moment.
Nice. Ever consider becoming a burglar? Skill like that'd come in awful handy.
I considered it briefly, but ultimately concluded it would be terribly dull. Come.
He here? Sense him.
No, he's not here, but he was here recently. His scent is still strong.
Let's look around.
So let's have a moment where Regis turned into smoke during the daytime when people are just wandering around and nobody noticed. I mean, and then another moment where Dettlaff hangs out in a toy shop and maybe sells toys to kids. I mean, it's kind of weird, right? Now let's save in case I click on things in the wrong order and I don't get to do all the looting that I want. Oh no, an eviction notice with a knife. So eviction notice due to the non-payment of rent for the premises used for shopkeeping purposes, the Administrative Court of Beauclair orders the tenant Alric de Samp to vacate the premises within 7 days. Not complying with this eviction notice shall cause a custodial sentence to be imposed on the debtor. The length of the sentence shall be determined by the debtor's court. Bailiff Victor Lemaire. So maybe he was here because there's nobody left in it.
Old toy. No use to anyone. Shame. Must have brought someone joy sometime.
It is right over there, but what's... Letter to a shopkeeper. Dear Master Shopkeeper, for a long, long time I've been asking my parents to buy me a toy. Mommy always cries and says we haven't got any money. Oh. Daddy gets cross when I ask him when he will earn some, and once he nearly hit me. My friends have beautiful toys. Lara has a teddy bear, and Michelle has a doll with golden hair that you can brush with a real comb. I worry that I will never have a toy, which is why I'm writing to you, Master Shopkeeper. I wanted to write this letter to you a long time ago, but I didn't know how to write then. Now I know. If you have a pretty toy that other children don't want, I will look after it. Oh, this is so sad. It will be happy with me. Please don't laugh at me. I know I'm little, but I also know that toys are not really alive. They only live in our imagination. But so what? I would love it very much. Isa. Oh, that breaks your heart.
Somebody fixed this recently.
I find these puppets something? Regis, you gotta speak up. I'm a little deaf. Apparently.
No dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently.
Can you say it again?
Nice little trinket.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
Well, they're puppets. I mean, they are a little creepy, let's not lie.
Sometimes I think I might end up like one of these toys.
A cow?
Somebody fixed this recently.
So Dettlaff's hanging out in a evicted toy shop and fixing toys randomly?
No dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently.
Okay, I think I got everything to click on down here. Let's try upstairs.
Attic. Let's go.
Yeah, Regis, let's go.
So this is his nest. Need to look around.
Okay, let's be really careful on looting. Let me save.
Nice little trinket. Sometimes I think I might end up like one of these toys.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
You gotta get over it, Regis. Okay, there's red here, red over there, and red back there. Let's hope I can get as much out of it as possible. Cross fingers.
Nice tune.
Indeed. I'm not certain why, but it reminds me of home. Our true home from before the conjunction of spheres.
Okay. That's... I'm not sure how it does either, but I'm not a vampire.
Tools were used recently. Dettlaff unwind by fixing toys between murders.
Really now, Geralt, must you?
I think he must. Okay, there's a letter there. It's with the doll.
Somebody fixed this recently.
There's a picture.
Woman's likeness. Bit smudged. Is his lover?
I don't rightly know.
Reminds me of someone.
Who?
Not sure. Can't help feeling I've seen that face before, though.
Well, I don't know.
No dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently.
Okay,
Nice little trinket.
I find these
puppets disturbing. Yes, Regis, we know. Okay, let's see. Letters naming the beast's targets. Okay.
Look, slips of paper, name on each. Count Crespi, Count Dulac, Milton de Peyrac-Peyrin, Count de Lacroix.
Dettlaff's victims, one and all. But that's not his hand.
All of it written using the same ink. See the color? Ink was dyed with cinnabarite. Rare mineral, pretty much found only in...
Nazaire. But I fear it means very little. Anyone could have imported such ink.
Fair enough. Still worth remembering.
Look, this slip is stained.
With wine. Not much to go on either. Especially not in Beauclair.
Perhaps. Yet perhaps also worth remembering.
Need more clues, keep looking, and Dettlaff could have written all that. Well, he just said it wasn't in his handwriting, so I have to believe Regis. Because he hasn't, tried to kill us or anything yet. And he's been very helpful at his own, at great risk to himself, might I add. So we need to keep looking, I think.
Still got nothing, basically. Need to look around some more.
Let's get to work.
Okay, so I think we've done everything except this red one over here, right? Suspicious letter.
Dettlaff van der Eretein, you do not know us, but we know you to be a vampire.
Uh-oh.
We know also of your weakness for the wench they call Rhenawedd. Now you know this. We shall chain her down and let rats feed on her. We shall flay the skin from her flesh. Yet you can save her. You need but travel to Beauclair, where you shall slay 5 men in the manner we prescribe. You must complete the killing in 3 days. Fail, and the next letter you receive will contain a memento of your failure. Your beloved's finger.
There you have it. Proof positive Dettlaff killed not of his own accord. A blackmailer sunk his claws into him.
Yeah, that makes sense. But the blackmailer, any idea who that could be?
Any idea what it could be? Dettlaff have any enemies?
Indeed. Dettlaff gains foes occasionally, but they never live long.
One might have managed to evade him.
Possible in theory, but I know of none. It would have to be someone devilishly dangerous. As you well know, having faced Dettlaff yourself, whoever it is someone new.
But, like, they don't have to... I mean, the blackmailer doesn't necessarily have to have a grudge against Dettlaff. They could just... They need people dead for whatever reasons. And Dettlaff's just the tool to do so. It could not be personal at all. Like... But why would you go to a hire vampire? I mean, like, seriously. Like, that's really scary. If you need to hire someone to kill people or, like, blackmail someone to kill people, a hire vampire, who, when you kidnap his girl, is not just going to let bygones be bygones, I think, if you give her back. But anyway, I'm off on a whole other topic. So who's Rhenawedd?
Who's Rhenawedd?
His one-time lover. The sole human woman with whom he was very close. Because she accepted him. With her aid and care, he found a place for himself in this hostile world. She began the work that I strive to continue.
Ever meet her?
Never had the pleasure, alas. She deserted him a time before he came around to save me, though he always claimed she'd gone missing.
Huh. What do you think happened to her?
Take it you have your doubts.
I know humans better than he does. Their capacity to be disloyal, dishonest. I also know she took her things. Not something one associates with the kidnapped, or those who disappear against their will. I'll save you the trouble of asking. No, I don't know why she left. I can, however, hazard a guess that Dettlaff grew angry one day, showed another, more monstrous side. Dettlaff's anger could frighten anyone off, though most who see it get no chance to flee.
Dettlaff have trouble letting go, accepting that she'd left him?
Is that so hard to believe? Do you know no humans who've struggled with just such a thing? And Dettlaff is so much more emotional than most humans. Not only was she his beloved, his lover, his mate, she was a member of his pack. And one never leaves one's pack voluntarily.
Did Dettlaff even try to look for her? I mean, let's have a moment. This girl must be amazing. Like amazingly brave and trusting, and if she went through all that and was with him for so long, something really awful must have happened for her to just pack up and leave. Like, really awful, I would imagine, because if you're living with a hire vampire, eventually, like, they're gonna get angry, especially Dettlaff, it seems. So he can't have hidden it for that long and then snapped at her. But again, I'm off on a whole other tangent of what ifs. So did Dettlaff even try to look for her?
Dettlaff ever try to find her? I mean, if she was that important. Hire vampires have their ways, all kinds. Should have been easy as pie for him.
Geralt, as you rightly noted, we are vampires, not miracle workers. He searched for months on end before giving up. Clearly Rhenawedd knew him all too well. Enough to cover her tracks, leave no way for him to find her.
Well, looks like somebody actually kidnapped her for real this time.
Even if Rhenawedd did abandon him that time, looks like someone's actually kidnapped her this time.
Hard to argue with that. And hard to foresee what he's prepared to do to free her. get her back.
He's prepared to kill, that's clear.
As would you be for Yennefer. He kills for he cares for her deeply. And that blood, those individuals, they mean nothing to him.
Yeah, I get it now. He's out to rescue a female from his pack.
Exactly.
So the blackmailer, curious about him. Yeah, me too. Like, again, of all the people you want to blackmail a higher vampire, like, that's insane. Like, you must be cuckoo crazy. Anyway, curious about him.
Blackmailer. Kinda curious who it could be.
Why is that?
Regis. Somebody kidnapped a vampire's lover. Bold to begin with. Now they're forcing the vampire to kill. A vampire you yourself insisted no murderer. Blackmailer's skilled. Someone special.
Astute. Now that I think of it, I'm beginning to wonder if...
It's not one of your kind? Another vampire?
Precisely. The plot thickens.
Just a hypothesis. Wouldn't set my heart on it till we know more.
Right you are.
No, it's a really good idea. That makes a whole lot more sense because they wouldn't be that... I mean, they'd probably be afraid, but not that afraid like a human would be. So let's sum up what we know, please.
Let's sum up what we know. Seems Dettlaff's being blackmailed. Someone's been feeding him his victims' names.
All noted down using one and the same Nazari ink, and not in his handwriting.
Not much.
But enough to ascertain Dettlaff's innocence, clearly.
I mean, like... He did still kill them, Regis. Like, he did still do it. Yes, he was being blackmailed, but he did still kill them. He could have chosen to just let his lover die and not kill them, but I don't know many people that would be able to do that, at least not in this world. So I'm gonna go with true. It's kind of true that there's... Anyway.
Actually, it is. Dettlaff's being manipulated. Some lunatics turned him into a tool, making him kill.
So it would seem. But this illuminates a path of action for us. We must find Rhenawedd, render the blackmail senseless. The lunatic or ticks will thus lose hold on Dettlaff.
That's one idea. Could be worth a shot. But what about Dettlaff? He gonna go on killing while I'm out searching for his lover?
He will not. I shall convince him to stay his hand. Assure him you're a friend seeking to help. I'll await him here. He's sure to return sooner or later.
Think he'll listen?
He will.
Ought to wait with you, maybe.
No, he'll sense you from a mile off. Simply fail to appear. I'd better stay alone. You must trust me on this.
Fine. Need to report to the Duchess first.
So be it. We'll await you here. Dettlaff and I both.
Okay, so that quest is complete. We have an update for Regis. Anything else before I open 1,000 experience points? That's something. We have a new quest. Wine is sacred. Okay. So let's look up where children toil, toys waste away. I like that quest name. Anyway, it proved quite the ordeal for Regis, a sacrifice one might say, but they obtained the last ingredient required for resonance, and the vampire could prepare the concoction. Geralt drank a dose, and visions ensued. He saw Dettlaff meet and speak to a young Bootblack. Then the Witcher and the vampire set off in search of the boy. The Bootblack, yeah, that kid was pretty feisty, pretty savvy too. Proved both pugnacious and resolute. Geralt and Regis were desperate to learn anything they could about Dettlaff. The boy sensed this and decided to take advantage. It was clear he would one day go far. Such was the knack he demonstrated for business. As regarded the search for Dettlaff, that doesn't make sense. In regards to the search for Dettlaff, maybe? Geralt and Regis learned he had brought his boots to be cleaned on a number of occasions. Each time, he had asked the boy to return them to an old abandoned shop where he was to leave them at the door. The Witcher and the vampire set off to explore the site. Geralt and Regis then searched Dettlaff's hideout. Ironically, the beast had made his lair in a storeroom above an abandoned toy shop. After thoroughly searching the site, the Witcher and the vampire deduced that Dettlaff was being blackmailed. He had committed the murders in Toussaint at the behest of mysterious individuals who were holding his beloved hostage. I mean, like, yes, he was being blackmailed. Yes, he had to do it to save her, but like, let's be clear, he still killed people. Like, let's not forget that there are people who are no longer alive because Dettlaff killed them, and he feels really bad about it, but they're still dead. So anyway, our intrepid duo resolved to split up. Regis would remain at the toy shop and hope Dettlaff will return. He preferred to speak with Dettlaff alone without the Witcher there to disrupt their tete-a-tete. So, wine is sacred. We need to report to the Duchess about your hunt for the beast. But, oh, we have a Bootblack entry. Nice. So the young Bootblack, whose name Geralt never learned, was an extremely charming scamp in that cheeky, lovable, rascal, street urchin sort of way. Best description. Fits perfect. Good job. So, like, Dandelion isn't always spot on. I mean, he is, but he's overly wordy, but this time, spot on. He also demonstrated striking entrepreneurial flair, so much so in fact that it got him into trouble at times. Geralt saved him from one such scrape by fending off a group of men intent on giving him a thorough tanning. The Bootblack had done his share to deserve this, having spilled his wastewater in front of their shop every day in an attempt to muddy more boots and drive more customers his way. But I mean, like, was the shop owner also somebody who cleaned shoes? Because that doesn't seem likely. I mean, it's smart. You should have just kind of given them like a cut, but then you'd have less money. But anyway, so let's find Emiel, I think was the update. So let's see, Geralt imbibed the resonance potion Regis had prepared, allowing him to see a fragment of the day Dettlaff had committed his most recent murder. The trail led the friends to the shuttered up toy shop where Dettlaff had been staying. Sadly, our heroes did not find Dettlaff at home. They did not leave empty-handed, however. After searching the shop, Geralt found a letter which revealed that Dettlaff was being blackmailed. Blackmailers had kidnapped his lover, Rhenawedd, and threatened to torture her if he did not do as they said. I like that name. It's very unique without being obnoxious. I don't know. I like it. So thus Dettlaff had killed the targets they designated. After a short consultation, Geralt and Regis decided to split up. Regis was to wait for Dettlaff, while Geralt was to go to Anna Henrietta and report the investigation's progress. Yeah, poor guy was really put into a tough situation because your girl who's been missing for who knows how long, you find out that she's been kidnapped and being tortured, and you have to go kill people. And I mean, like, what's a higher vampire likely to do, especially when said girl was considered part of his pack, his mate or whatnot, his coven? No, his pack. But I get it. I do. But you still kill people, so not okay. So it's kind of that, like, you know, give and take. But anyway, I'm rambling about the same thing that I've talked about 3 or 4 times already. But this is where we're going to end things for today. Tomorrow, I expect I will play a round of Gwent. I might do Wine is Sacred. I know I'm having big gaps in between, like, the main quest, but I might do one more back-to-back just because I want to see what happens. I'm really excited, but there's so many other things that I need to go do, and I know one of you mentioned that I have to be careful that if I do too much of the main quest, then some side quests are no longer available. So I'm aware of that, and that's why we're doing so much side stuff in between. But I'll think about it and decide tomorrow, and we'll go from there, as usual. So as always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe, and I will see you again tomorrow with another new Witcher 3 video.
Who's asleep amidst that tree?